It's the Hot Rod Podcast with Ron Foreman and Brady Wright. We literally live, eat, and breathe cars. Thanks for joining us on the podcast today. Make sure that you hit the subscribe and the like button, mash the notifications on so that you'll know every time we put a new show together and bring it to you here on YouTube. Time to get going. Let's see what's happening this week.
Hey guys, Ron Foreman here, and today on the Hot Rod Podcast, we're going to have some fun in the shop. Let's take a look. You scratch the paint. I don't believe you. Oh, we're not worried about that flake. Hey, what do you think? Think it looks good? Huh?
We're getting there.
Almost there. Halfway. Yep. Looks good, Dan. Blood, sweat, and tears.
You're into cars, you love a good time, and you'd rather build it than buy it. You just might love the Rat Bastards. We're a family-oriented nonprofit organization. We believe in 1969 and older, in the rough is enough, real steel and iron, old school, traditional hot rods and rat rods. We get together, have fun, help each other build, and cruise like crazy, because that's the way car clubs are supposed to be. The Rat Bastards are a new class of old school, and our signature event is the Infestation every July. We're charter sponsors of the Idaho Hot Rod Hall of Fame. Join us at cruise-ins all over Coeur d'Alene, Post Falls, and the Inland Empire, or at our club in Seattle. We're on the Rat Bastards Car Club page on Facebook. Join us. Well, let's take a look at what Ron's doing with the heater on his truck.
Building brackets this morning for the heater. Went from that to that. That thing is tough. I think it's stainless steel. I don't know. It's hard to, I guess I can check out the magnet. But moving forward, it's about to drill the holes in the firewall. Right over here. It's gonna happen in about 10 seconds. Without you, dear. Couldn't have done it without you. Blind holes. 1, 2. Two, away from the gas panel. Alright, so all the hoses are in, plumbed in, into the 4-panel firewall. Into the floor, and up into the heater. Next to the wiring, that's going to be strange because when we talk about a red and a yellow wire, we talk about blue and a black and a red wire. But we'll figure it out. Until next time, have a good weekend and a good week. Hey Brady, we're about done with putting in the green plexiglass drag racing windows here. I'm peeling the last little bit of the paper off the last window here on the driver's side. It keeps coming off the edge here. That looks pretty cool. That Velcro is doing a good job holding that on there. I'm impressed with how good it's holding. Hopefully we'll be able to. Acetone those already?
Yeah, I acetoned them already. Those are really clean. They're really clean. So I'll just do it again.
Yep. Cool.
And the windows that go up and down?
Oh yeah.
Hey, hey, hey.
Vegas, here we come. Got to do the heater yet, and a little tweaking on the collision wiper. We're about there. Cool.
The Hot Rod Podcast is sponsored by the Idaho Hot Rod Hall of Fame, a nonprofit organization that recognizes and rewards men and women who actively promote the hot rod community, clubs, and builders all over the state of Idaho. Every year we award a Hot Rodder of the Year, a Club of the Year, and a Young Rodder of the Year, as well as giving out scholarship money to students in the auto trades programs at local colleges. If you want to know more, or if you want to nominate an honoree, go to idahof.org or email us at idahof@gmail.com. That's Idahof, IDAHHOF.org, or again, idahof@gmail.com.
So, hey, Brady, who we got coming up next?
Well, it's, oddly enough, I couldn't find an intelligent guest. No, I'm just kidding. My cousin Terry Johnson is a rep for Federated Auto Parts, and he stocks all of the Motion Auto Parts stores around here. And his church is putting together a Father's Day car show. They've been doing it for a long time. They even did it during COVID, and he's going to join us here in a second and talk about the show.
Cool.
Yeah,
It'll be fun. That sounds like fun. All right.
So we are here with the Hot Rod Podcast. Brady Wright, Ron Foreman here, of course, president of the Rat Bastards Car Club and general hot rod builder from. Actually, I knew you when you were a corporal hot rod builder, but you've been
Corporal?
Sorry, that's like a really bad joke to start off with. Our guest tonight is Terry Johnson. Terry Johnson is a rep for Federated Auto Parts and also a guy from Motion Auto Parts. And he's going to talk to us about this really cool car show that's coming up.
Cool.
But I want to find out a little bit about how you got involved with the car show in the first place, Terry, and what this thing grew from.
Well, about 4 or 5 years ago, one of our bigger customers, Larry Miller Lexus Corporation, came to me and said, we'd like to put on a car show at our church, which happens to be Valley Real Life. Right. And our company sold a lot of parts to Larry Miller, so we got behind this car show 100%. We have donated hats and jackets and giveaways and that sort of thing. And it's just grown and grown. And even through COVID, it has grown. So
nice.
That's good.
Well, we had the whole world shut down, but we still had, I think 3 years ago when it first started, we had 40 cars show up.
Nice.
And then last year we had 70 cars, approximately 70 cars. And then in our space up at Valley Real Life, it's 18th and Parker in Spokane Valley. There's room for over 250 cars.
Nice.
And one thing you're going to like, it's on grass. So I know that these guys that got these hot rods, they like, instead of gravel, it's going to be on grass format.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and I got to say, I went last year. They were kind enough to ask me to MC, and I think they've mostly recovered from having me be there and do that. But
any more jokes like you told at the beginning there?
I got a million of them. Yeah. None of them are funny, but I keep trying. So the facility is in Spokane Valley, and lots of people listen to this show, from all over the place. But if you're anywhere in, the Spokane area, North Idaho, Coeur d'Alene, Post Falls, any of those places, or you want to take a little drive from Tri-Cities or someplace else, Wallace, come on across the mountains. This is a fun show. Well, it's Father's Day.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we call it it's our annual Father's Day car show. It's designed to bring families, especially dads and kids, together to see the cars.
Nice.
We have 3 services of church services that day, 8 o'clock, 9:30, and 11. So we bring the cars in around 6:45 in the morning, and hopefully they'll stay until 1 or 1:30 till the last service is done. So everybody gets a chance to go to church, and everybody gets a chance to look at the beautiful cars that are out.
The fun thing about it too, and Ron, you'll appreciate this, last year it was a terrific deal. They got all kinds of things besides just, there's a great big open area to put the cars really nicely done. They had things for the kids, there's food trucks and everything. But, when services kind of closed down. Things sort of went away. This year, thanks to Ron and the Rat Bastards Car Club's grand idea, we have a plot to keep people there even longer, because this year they've decided they're going to allow us to do slow drags.
Right on. Very cool.
And that's your deal, isn't it?
Well, Ron was kind of the originator of slow drags.
Well, I borrowed it from the Rod Run to the End of the World there in little town over there. They do it, and they use like 3 blocks. Yeah, it's huge.
But this one, I mean, so just
El Waco.
What? Yeah,
Okay.
over on the west.
Oh,
Waco,
cool.
yeah.
Yeah. But just so that people understand what slow drags are, give us a quick spin on slow drags, Ron.
Well, it's an opportunity to actually get behind the wheel of your car at a car show instead of sitting in a lawn chair. You get up and actually get in your dream car, and you get to show off a little bit without turning the tires, and still everybody gets to appreciate you're actually getting to see them in their car rolling across the crowd.
Right.
Not over them. Not over them.
No, not over the crowd. But it's not
In front of them.
Burnouts. There's no burnouts or anything like that. They
No.
get rid of the engine, but it's actually kind of a race of finesse.
Yes. It
Anything.
takes some technique. It's not just go and show. It's you have to calculate your car in 20 feet, how fast you can get it to roll 100 feet or 150 feet. How much depends on how much area you have to use it.
But once you get that, you can only accelerate in that 20 feet.
In that inertia, yes. You
Then you
can't
gotta
touch the
coast.
brake, and you can't touch the gas again.
Can't touch the brake, can't touch the gas, got a coast.
And there are hundreds of people watching, so there's no room to fudging.
So the guy that's got the 2021 Corvette has to be very, very careful how he touches that accelerator.
He doesn't have any more of an advantage than anybody else. You know,
Once you roll over that last starting line, you put it in neutral and you let it roll. You can't touch the gas pedal again.
I mean, he may
Well,
have
you can touch it. You rev the shit out of your car, but you can't. You're not going anywhere.
he may have better bearings because it's a new car. Maybe that makes it roll smoother. I don't know.
Roll farther, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
Well, that
all
sounds
the trophies are going to be homemade. You guys are building the trophies.
Awesome. Very cool.
Cool car parts and things like that. So they'll be fun.
I got a hold of 8 steel power 350 Chevy pistons.
Oh, wow.
Connecting rods. I got some camshafts we're going to cut in half. I got
Nice.
timing gears and chains. Our grand prize is going to be a timing gear with a clock in the middle of it.
Oh, very
Hanging
nice.
around. We've ordered.
Very cool.
We just ordered that, and then we're giving a racing hat to every participant that comes in with a car. And I ordered a slug of Hemmings. You know the Hemmings manual. The Hemmings.
Oh, yeah.
book.
Yeah.
It'll have a bag. It'll have a little dash plaque in there for everybody. Little toys, little goodies, and then they gave us a grand prize of like a nice T-shirt or sweatshirt to give away too.
Fun.
So
Very
it's a
cool.
pretty good deal there.
Plus,
So,
let's face it, the
Well,
grand
coffee and all that.
prize
Yeah.
is the bragging rights on the slow drag. I mean, let's face it.
yeah, I got.
So what I
got worst in show last year.
Yeah,
Remember that? I got worst in show.
that's right.
Oh no! Oh no!
We had some really-
They picked on me.
Here's a thing we had last year too. It makes me remember. They had a guy come over and do some skywriting,
Yeah,
which was very cool.
yeah.
Very nice.
Unfortunately, last year there was a lot of wind, so it's kind of hard to read. But he's coming back, and I guess
He's gonna do a flyby.
aerobatics and stuff, maybe.
Yeah. He's gonna do a flyby, which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
They're gonna have food trucks. They're gonna have like somebody making crepes and tacos. They're gonna have a bounce house for the kids. They're gonna have cornhole set up for those who might be interested in that particular sport.
I guess it's an actual big deal now. I think they got like
Apparently it
big
is.
tournaments and stuff for that.
Yeah.
And they don't have to register. There's no fee. They
Right.
can just show up. If you know of anybody, send them down. We'll take rat rods, old. You know, we had a 1911 Ford last year.
Oh wow! Cool.
We had an exact replica of the Grapes of Wrath car with the trailer,
Oh, wow.
1931 Ford.
Yeah.
It looked just like the old Henry Fonda.
Great.
Yeah, I love that movie. It's one of my favorite movies.
Yeah,
Actually,
we
the
had-
story is a really good
Nope.
story.
We had 2 fire trucks. We had a 1956 Dodge Pumper and a new fire truck from Spokane District 8 that were side by side. It was pretty cool. So,
Well, plus Mikey brought his hearse.
that's
Oh, wow.
yeah.
Wow, cool.
You
A
should
couple
see
of
that
dead people in
plane
it.
on
It really went over well.
Really nicely done.
So
Yeah. So it's Father's
And,
Day. It's what's the date of the show?
it's the 19th of June, Father's Day.
Yep.
Early in the morning.
Early in the morning. Until
First
at least
service is at
1 or 2.
8:30 for people, or 8 o'clock for
Right.
people who want to go to church
So it's a Sunday?
on a Sunday.
Sunday.
We're gonna have muscle cars, rat rods, hot rods,
All of that.
classic car. Kids are obviously welcome, especially the boys. You know, they're giving away Dad's root beer at church for the service.
Oh, nice.
So bring the family. And anything else you can think of? I think that's about it, Braid. I think.
Producer is handing you notes from off screen. Is that what it is?
What's that?
Your producer is handing you notes from off screen.
Yeah. But they're my notes and you can't read them.
It's seriously good. I mean, we had a great time last year, and
Yeah.
thanks for inviting me back. It was really a lot of fun. It's going to be a good time this year. We're going to put the full information and address, the hours and everything for the show along here in the podcast. So you'll see
Awesome.
it after this segment, and we're also going to promote it on the Facebook page and the YouTube channel, so people will know. And it's not the last time we're going to talk about it either, so we'll get a chance to do this a little bit more.
One more thing, Brady and Ronnie, is it's designed to bring fathers to church, and it's designed to bring fathers with their sons to church, to see their fathers at church, and that's, they're the next generation of Christians, and without them, we're in trouble. So
That's the truth.
So
it's going to be a good one.
It has a purpose to it.
Well, hey, Terry, thanks for coming in, stopping by,
Thank you.
talking with us.
Hey,
I love
nice
your
to meet you,
backdrop, by
Ron.
the way.
Take
You
care.
too, Terry.
Yeah.
Good luck,
Very
sir.
professional there.
All right.
We'll do more, and we'll be back in just a couple of minutes. That's it for this episode of the Hot Rod Podcast. Be sure to like and subscribe to our show, and we appreciate it if you smash those notification buttons too, so you'll know when a new one drops. For Ron Foreman, I'm Brady Wright. This has been the Hot Rod Podcast. We'll see you on the next one.